Sorry cat, welcome back to me, welcome back to Thailand. True Blue Tie here from Thailand. Hope you're doing well. Let me just get the timer started. Yeah, it's 1 at it here in Thailand, and I hope you're doing good. Still a bit windy, still not particularly warm for me personally. For instance, the fans right here not being used. So, for instance, still got a bit of a sniffle, and I know some people are here, for instance, who got colds. So there you are. So seriously, I wasn't joking, and again. So, but it's nice and sunny and the blue sky, and I should be happy, and I am happy because, quite honestly, for instance, the ladies did us proud yesterday. For instance, and the under-18s did us proud by winning, and the ladies did us proud yesterday by getting the job done against Nottingham Forrest. But the only thing, the men let us down, ladies. The men let us down, and so. Let's put them to one side, etc. But no, the VAR let us down more than anything else. But let's focus on what's called the winning, the winning mentality that Manchester City seems to have in our side now, and with the with the coming backs of Loham and especially Lauren Hemp, etc. It's with the injuries, it's looking good going into this international break, to which a lot of our ladies have gone all over the world, etc. For instance, and but we're leaving the United Kingdom, in a good, for instance, with a good feeling, a good sense, and because after the win yesterday, so beating Nottingham Forrest 2-0 yesterday again, to get into the quarterfinals, winning our group. In the League Cup, top of the league by beating 3 points above Chelsea in the league. So, for instance, scoring a lot of goals, etc. For instance, things couldn't be better. For instance, all we need now is the injuries of the players to come back, etc. And I'll be a happy bunny. Anyway, so let's just talk about the game. We went there yesterday. For instance, I heard a lot of singing and from City fans, etc. So it was really, really good to see, to hear always. But for instance, I thought, so it was good to see that Andree actually played a strong side as well, because again, after the Newcastle, the Liverpool and Everton games, etc. But just especially the Newcastle game, etc. We need a stronger squad, because again, for instance, you never know. And Nottingham Forest, even though they're in League Two, they did get a draw against Everton. So, for instance, it was always going to be a game where you're going to away ground, you don't want to take chances, and we need that consistency. We need that high level, etc. But then again, we've only got one game a week, so it's not that bad, etc. For instance, but the most important thing is getting the job done, to which we did. Which is ridiculous, which I'm really happy for. Anyway, so let's just talk about the lineups. Let's go through the lineup. So we did change the goalkeeper. So we had Cummings in net, etc. Back four of Kasparai, Rose, Kanak, and Osabi. Midfield of Loham and Hazagawa, and Laura Coombs came in for Grace Clinton, and Hemp also started. So we did change we made a few changes with Bunny Shaw up front. On the bench, we had so for instance we had Lady Osabi, Witherwood, who excuse me, I do apologise. So he had Beanie, Blinken Brown, Virginio, Harino, Keating, Niedermeyer, Pryor, and Thompson, and Withrow. So Withrow came on the 69th minute for Osabi. Blinken Brown came on for Hazagawa just after the break. And Lauren also only had 45 minutes, with Mbini coming on at 46 minutes, and Cardinia had also had a rest as well, Miedemar coming on at the 68th minute. Okay, so that's how we lined up. Let's have a look at some stats. I like to have a look at the stats and see, for instance, that they can tell us a bit about the match. So overall possession, Manchester City, it was a 50-50 overall possession wise, but shots on target, shots were 15 shots to Man City, 9 to Nottingham Forest. On target, 7 to Manchester City, 3 to Nottingham Forest. Goalkeeping's 5-3 to what's it called to them. But overall, So we definitely did for instance, we were definitely the better team overall as far as statistics are concerned. With the table, because we won, the table lined up as so we're top of the league, top of Group A, with 8 points. Notts Forest second with 4 points, Everton 2, and Newcastle with 1. So only that 1 point from City. So yeah, you can't. So for instance, look at other games as well. I don't know if every game is finished. So I don't think they are. Liverpool look like they've qualified as well. Sheffield United. So for instance, I need to. So I don't know quite sure what the full lineup is, but we'll get that no doubt. Okay, so let's go through the game. So Manchester City qualified for the Subway League Cup quarterfinals as Group A winners with a 2-0 win over Notts Forest. Glaze Clinton gave us an early lead when she finished off an excellent team move with Lauren Hem, and then doubling our advantage before the break after reacting quickest to a loose ball in the Forest area. Andree Yegeler's side hit the woodwork 3 times in the second 45 as we look to extend our advantage, but had to settle for a 2-goal victory against the battling League 2 opponents. It means that City off to the international break with unbeaten in 11 matches and with our name in the hat for Tuesday's League Cup quarter-final and semi-final draw. Brilliant. So we'll get those two together on Tuesday. I'll keep an eye out for that. What happened? City came into the Group A fixture knowing a point would be good enough to qualify for the last 8 as we started strongly again in a torrential East Midland rain. Welcome to the UK winter time. Hem saw her early efforts tipped widely by Emma Batley before flashing another effort just wide of the mark in the half-hour mark after an excellent build up from Shaw, but the opener would follow soon after. It was Clinton who grabbed it, just starting and finishing an excellent team move, which involved a defty back heel from Shaw in the path of the midfielder who confidently strokes it on. Yeah, beautiful goal, a lovely goal, absolutely. She started it, passed it to Bunny Shaw, back heel it to Grace, and whatever. A lovely goal, fantastic. Forrest were far from out of the game, and Urfa Cummings made a final low save low to her right to deny Chantel Boyd Hooker from distance soon after. It was they had hit the post, didn't they? This was the second half. Clinton a goal also has sprung both teams to life, with Batty denying both Shaw and Coombs in an impressive style and as a defensive error, but the number 2 would follow from the resulting corner. Rebecca Knapp met Hugo Agazawi corner with a head coming off the back of the post into the path of Hem, to just tapped it from 1 yard. Her easiest goal she's going to score, but again, you've got to be there. You've got to make yourself available. For instance, that's what good players do, make themselves available, for instance, for the tap-ins, for the great goals. So last weekend for the Rags, etc., she scored a fantastic goal of the season, goal of the month at least, contender, for instance, against United, and then for instance yesterday, for instance, she just did a nice little back heel. Forrest went close, half in the deficit when substitute Nick crashed the effort against the post early in the second half. That's what I was talking about. I think that was basically their only real true effort on goal, if you ask me. They had some half chances, but we'll go back from that. But City never looked like to surrender our advantage, with Laura Coombs and Shaw both striking the woodwork in quick succession just on the half past the hour mark. Emma Beanie was the final player to strike the post late on as she met an indecisive Sydney low handball, but the job was done before the break and the visitors run out 2-1 winners. A great strike by Laura Coombs. It came over to, I thought Bunny was going to get it, she missed it, and then Laura just hit sweet back and just hit the underside of the, she did everything right, but it's just underside of the crossbar, just got the ball, and great. Look at, again, that's what I love with this City ladies. The goals are coming from all over the place, etc. Not just by Bunny and Viv, or by Laura, by Emma, by Jade, by Lauren. So it's really, really good to see. A professional performance from City and a third clean sheet in 4 matches. Good. We came into the game as clear favourites, but it was clear to see why Notts Forest have enjoyed a strong start to some WRL2 campaign, because they're second in their league. They were very well organised, had plenty of pace to burn forward areas. Like our fixtures against Newcastle, it could have been easier banana skin for us, but City were clinical and saw out a deserved win, relative ease. It was really. But credit. Great to Andree to get the ladies perform, and I think after the Newcastle game, I think that woke a lot of people up. Andree made 4 changes again after a Manchester City win against them on our previous weekend, with 2 of those coming in midfield with Grace Clinton, Lauren and Sid Loham to start at the City ground, alongside Hua Agazawi, our midfield trident to the victory, with Clinton handing us the clear in a clever run and a well taken finish. Loham played deeper, but it was an excellent job in breaking up play and getting City and moving across again a tenuous Forest side, shaking off early injuries of the 2 summers, and look sharp at the City ground. Player of the match, Cindy Loham, German international, barely put a foot wrong in the midfield, composing the ball tenuously without it. She almost picked up an incredible assist, and Albini found the net from her pass. Just what it means, City progressed into the quarterfinals, the League Cup, having finished top of Group A. The draw last 8 will take place on Tuesday the 20th, and the semi-finals on the Tuesday 25th. I'm going to get Chelsea. Chelsea, Arsenal, the Rags also joined the competition at that stage. We could be drawn up against them. Well, bring them on, that's what I say. Up next, due to the upcoming international break, City have a 2-week wait until our next encounter, the WSL, where we face Leicester at the King Power Stadium on the 7th of December. Long time. Kick off at 12 noon UK time. The match will be shown live on Sky Sports. Great, but overall, absolutely delighted with the win. It was very, very comfortable, and it's the way I wanted to see us play against Newcastle. Okay, you've got to give Newcastle credit, but I think, for instance, the intensity we had again with the likes of Lauren back in, etc., just giving us that, and the players bringing in Grace, etc., just showing we need to keep that momentum up, etc. And when we can show the type of how we have been playing against the likes of the Rags, against the likes of Arsenal, etc., it just shows why we are top of the league. Andree Yeglitz was pleased with the City's clean sheet and first half attacked in our Subway 2-0 win over Forest, but the Swede has challenged the Blues to continue to develop our game management after the goalless 45 minutes at the City ground. Grace Clinton, composed effort and poacher finish by Lauren Hemp gave City a commanding lead over the 2-0 at half time over the outfit. The visitors went also for Yeglitz. He said City were buoyed by the second straight shutout and reached the knockout stages. There were parts of the game I was pleased with, where we pleased a couple of created a great couple of chances, and it was good, and I'm pleased that we'll keep another clean sheet, he says. That's very important. So that's positive. I think it's the second half we need to do better in the game management, because we can definitely keep the ball a bit longer. I think this is what we've been struggling a little bit, and that's a little bit too stressed to go forward. So that was the second half, but in general, they're feeling they're okay and could be happier for winning the game. Also, also is good. Jagerlet's made 4 changes to the team. He beat stopped the rags last week. Seeing Sidney Loham, Grace Clinton, Eva Cummings and Laura Coombs are making a start coming into the game, which is good. We got strength in depth now. We know we can bring in players now who are reliable, good players, and so which is great, and which also for instance wait for the returning injuries, etc. So yeah, but. City head coach, healthy competition. As I was saying, for places allow the Blues to remain consistent throughout the season and will fight on all 3 fronts. Yes, he added, it's very important for able to have more players getting more opportunities and play, and have a great squad where there's many competitions in many positions. That one comes in today and definitely not letting anybody down. It was also a fantastic challenge for me to pick up best team coming up, but also makes the sessions and trainings really challenging because every day a competition. So that's important. Yes, that's exactly right. So when we got a big competition for places, we got great competition for places. Makes it good, and with the lassie Lindsay Holt. Loham coming on and impressing. So for instance, but the equal, so it's good that she's come back, etc. and she's done a really good job. So really overall, I can't complain. Go into the quarters and into the Leicester game, etc. in the WSL after the international break. A lot of our ladies are actually jetting off here, there and everywhere to place their countries. Hope they come back fresh, and I hope they come back injury free. This was the most important thing. The men came back, etc. all injury free. So let's just hope the ladies can do the same thing. But overall, going into this international break, really pleased. Only had one defeat, etc. Again, an unlucky defeat against Chelsea or the opening game. But I think we've been growing and getting better and better throughout the as the competitions of in the US in the League Cup and the WSL has gone on. So overall, happy, delighted. I'm going to do a player ratings tomorrow. Got a good idea for instance who's my man of the match. I'd say Sydney. But I'll have a look and see for instance who the game again, etc. But overall, ladies, you are the saviour of the weekend and the under-18s as well. But the smile. But I'm sure the men will be back as well. But anyway, stay safe. Have a good day. Have a good Sunday wherever you are in the world. And for instance, I will do some player ratings and with a smile. So for instance, we won again. The ladies not letting me down. So letting the side down. Guys, love, like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking. What's on your mind? Were you at the game? Are you feeling confident, positive and confident? Again, could have been a tricky game against Forrest, against the second in the league, WSL League 2. So for instance, going away and winning in the way we did, etc. It just emphasised exactly where we are at the moment, and so I'm happy. But as Andree says, we could be better, and I'm sure we will as the season goes on. Guys, I love you and leave you. True Blue Time from Thailand. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you're thinking. What's on your mind? I always like to hear from you. And tell me where you texting me from, calling me from, so as well, because I always like to know. Guys, probably can.